Learning English through stories. Listening practice for beginners level 1. The colorful balloons. During a visit to the fair, Sophie's mom bought her a bunch of colorful balloons. They were bright and floated above her head as she walked through the fair. Sophie loved the way they swayed in the breeze. She held onto the strings tightly, making sure they didn't fly away. After riding some rides and eating cotton candy, Sophie gave one of her balloons to a little boy who was crying. He smiled, and Sophie felt happy. The snowy morning. One morning, Ben woke up to find everything outside covered in snow. The world looked like a winter wonderland. Ben quickly put on his warm clothes and ran outside to play. He made snow angels, built a snow fort, and even had a snowball fight with his sister. The snow was soft and perfect for playing. After hours of fun, Ben and his sister went inside to warm up with hot chocolate. Ben loved snowy mornings because they were always full of fun and adventure. The toy store. Lily's grandma promised to take her to the toy store for her birthday. When they arrived, Lily's eyes widened at the sight of all the toys. There were dolls, action figures, puzzles, and games. Lily carefully looked at everything, trying to decide what to choose. After a while, she found a dollhouse that she had always wanted. Her grandma bought it for her, and Lily couldn't wait to go home and play with it. The toy store visit was the best birthday surprise ever. The park adventure. One sunny afternoon, Tom and his friends went to the park for an adventure. They explored the playground, climbed trees, and played hide and seek. They even pretended the playground was a pirate ship and took turns being the captain. After running around and playing games, they sat down to have snacks. Tom loved spending time at the park with his friends, making up stories and having fun. It was the perfect way to spend a sunny day. The friendly squirrel. While playing in the backyard, Emma noticed a squirrel sitting on the fence. The squirrel looked at her curiously, and Emma slowly approached it, offering a piece of a cracker. To her surprise, the squirrel took the cracker from her hand and nibbled on it. Emma watched the squirrel as it ate, fascinated by its quick movements and fluffy tail. The squirrel stayed close, eating more crumbs that Emma gave it. She felt happy to have made a new, furry friend. The rainy day playtime. It was raining heavily outside, and Lily was stuck indoors. She felt bored until her mom suggested they build a fort in the living room. They used blankets, pillows, and chairs to create a cozy hideout. Lily brought her toys inside the fort, and they pretended it was a castle. They played games, read books, and even had a picnic with sandwiches and juice. The rainy day turned into a fun adventure, and Lily realized that staying inside could be just as exciting as playing outside. The ice cream cone. On a hot day, Sam's dad took him to the ice cream shop. Sam chose a big cone with his favorite flavor, chocolate. He held the cone carefully as they walked outside, trying to eat it before it melted. But the sun was so hot that the ice cream started to drip down his hand. Sam licked it as fast as he could, but some still fell on the ground. Even though it was messy, Sam enjoyed every bite of his ice cream cone. The family picnic. One Sunday, Emma's family decided to have a picnic at the park. They packed a basket with sandwiches, fruit, and lemonade. At the park, they found a shady spot under a big tree. Emma and her brother played frisbee while their parents set up the picnic. After eating, they went for a walk around the pond and fed the ducks. The day was warm and sunny, and Emma loved spending time with her family, laughing and playing together. The candy shop. Lucy had saved up her allowance to visit the candy shop. When she walked in, the shop was filled with the sweet smell of candy. There were jars of lollipops, shelves of chocolate, and rows of gummies in every color. Lucy carefully picked out her favorites and placed them in a bag. She couldn't wait to taste them. After paying, she left the shop with a big smile, excited to share her candy with her friends at school the next day. The new shoes. Tom's mom bought him a new pair of shoes for the start of the school year. They were bright red with white stripes and felt very comfortable. Tom loved them and couldn't wait to show them to his friends. On the first day of school, he put them on and felt like he could run faster and jump higher. His friends admired his new shoes, and Tom felt proud as he played on the playground, knowing he had the coolest shoes in class. The Bluebird. While playing in the backyard, Emma noticed a small bluebird perched on a tree branch. The bird sang a sweet song, and Emma stood still, listening carefully. She had never seen a bird so blue before. The bird hopped from branch to branch, chirping happily. Emma ran inside to get her camera, but when she returned, the bird had flown away. She was a little disappointed, but felt lucky to have seen such a beautiful bird so close. The Kite in the Sky. On a windy afternoon, Ben and his dad decided to fly a kite at the park. The kite was red with a long tail, and Ben was excited to see it soar. As the wind picked up, Ben's dad helped him launch the kite into the air. It climbed higher and higher, fluttering against the blue sky. Ben held onto the string tightly, feeling the tug of the wind. He was thrilled to see his kite flying so high and couldn't wait to fly it again. The garden party. Lily's mom decided to throw a garden party for her birthday. They decorated the garden with colorful balloons, streamers, and a big happy birthday banner. Lily's friends came over, and they played games like pin the tail on the donkey and musical chairs. There was a table full of snacks and a big birthday cake. After singing Happy Birthday, everyone enjoyed a slice of cake. Lily had a wonderful time and felt special celebrating her birthday with her friends in the garden. The sunny afternoon. It was a warm and sunny afternoon, and Jack decided to go for a bike ride. He rode through his neighborhood, enjoying the fresh air and sunshine. Along the way, he stopped at the park to rest and watch the ducks in the pond. Afterward, Jack continued his ride, feeling the breeze on his face. The day was peaceful, and Jack loved the freedom of exploring on his bike. He returned home just in time for dinner, feeling happy and refreshed. The big surprise. One morning, Mia's parents told her they had a surprise for her. Mia was curious and tried to guess what it could be, but her parents just smiled and told her to wait. Later that day, they took her to the backyard, where she saw a brand new swing set. Mia was overjoyed. She immediately ran to try it out, swinging high into the air. It was the best surprise she had ever received, and Mia spent hours playing on her new swing set. The lost hat. While playing at the park, Lily realized that her favorite hat was missing. She searched all around the playground, but it was nowhere to be found. Lily felt sad because the hat was a gift from her grandmother. Just as she was about to give up, a little boy came up to her holding the hat. He had found it near the swings. Lily thanked him and felt so relieved to have her hat back. She promised to be more careful next time. The birthday wish. On her birthday, Emily was excited to make a wish when it was time to blow out the candles on her cake. She thought carefully about what she wanted and decided to wish for a new bike. As everyone sang Happy Birthday, Emily closed her eyes, made her wish, and blew out all the candles in one breath. Later that evening, her parents surprised her with a brand new pink bike, just like she had wished for. Emily was overjoyed and knew it was the best birthday ever. The gingerbread house. During the holiday season, Mia and her mom decided to make a gingerbread house. They mixed the dough, cut out the shapes, and baked the pieces until they were golden brown. After the pieces cooled, they glued them together with icing, making sure the house was sturdy. Then came the fun part, decorating. Mia added gumdrops, candy canes, and chocolate pieces to the house. When they finished, the gingerbread house looked so beautiful that Mia didn't want to eat it, but she couldn't resist nibbling on the candy. The soccer match. Tommy's soccer team was playing in a big match, and he was excited but nervous. The game was close, with both teams playing their best. Tommy's coach told him to focus and give it his all. Near the end of the game, Tommy got the ball and dribbled it past the defenders. With a powerful kick, he sent the ball straight into the goal. The crowd cheered, and Tommy's team won the match. Tommy felt proud of his effort and knew he had made a difference in the game. The puppet show. Lily's school was putting on a puppet show, and she was chosen to be one of the puppeteers. She practiced every day, learning how to move the puppets and make them come to life. On the day of the show, Lily was a little nervous, but as soon as the curtain went up, she focused on her performance. The audience laughed and clapped as the puppets danced and told funny stories. After the show, Lily felt proud of herself and happy that everyone had enjoyed the performance. The toy train. Sam's favorite toy was a little wooden train that his grandfather had given him. He loved setting up the tracks in different shapes and watching the train go around. One day, while playing, one of the wheels came off. Sam was upset, but his dad showed him how to fix it. They worked together to repair the train, and soon it was running smoothly again. Sam was relieved and happy that his train was back on track, and he took extra care of it from then on. The sleepy kitten. One afternoon, Lily found a small kitten curled up on her porch, fast asleep. The kitten was tiny and had soft, fluffy fur. Lily gently picked it up and brought it inside. She gave the kitten some milk and watched as it slowly opened its eyes and started to purr. Lily asked her mom if they could keep the kitten, and her mom agreed. Lily named the kitten Snowball because of its white fur. Snowball quickly became part of the family, and Lily loved cuddling with her sleepy new friend. The new glasses. When Ben found out he needed glasses, he was a little worried about how they would look. But when he tried on his new pair, he was surprised at how much better he could see. The glasses were stylish, with blue frames that matched his favorite color. When he wore them to school, his friends thought they looked cool, and Ben felt more confident. He was glad he could see clearly now, and even enjoyed wearing his new glasses. The big red balloon. During the town fair, Emma saw a vendor selling big red balloons. She asked her parents if she could have one, and they agreed. Emma held onto the string tightly as they walked around the fair, watching the balloon bob up and down. But while playing a game, she accidentally let go of the string, and the balloon floated up into the sky. Emma was sad to see it go, but her parents comforted her, saying the balloon was now on its own adventure in the clouds. The school bus ride. Every morning, Jake waited for the big yellow school bus to pick him up. He liked sitting by the window, watching the streets and houses go by. One day, he noticed a new kid sitting alone on the bus. Jake decided to sit next to him and introduce himself. They quickly became friends and sat together every day after that. The school bus ride became more fun for Jake, and he was glad he had made a new friend. The little tree. In the backyard, Lily's family planted a small tree. Lily was excited to help water it every day and watch it grow. She named the tree Sprout and talked to it whenever she was outside. Over the weeks, Sprout began to grow taller and stronger, with more leaves appearing. Lily was proud of how much Sprout had grown and imagined how big the tree would be in a few years. She knew that Sprout would be a part of the family's garden for a long time. The fireworks show. On the 4th of July, Jake's family went to the park to watch the fireworks show. They spread out a blanket on the grass and waited as the sky grew dark. When the fireworks started, Jake was amazed by the bright colors and loud bangs. The sky lit up with bursts of red, blue, and green. Jake's favorite part was the grand finale, where the sky was filled with fireworks all at once. He felt the night was magical and couldn't wait to see the show again. The picnic blanket. Emma and her family decided to have a picnic in their backyard. They laid out a big blanket and set up plates of sandwiches, fruit, and lemonade. Emma loved eating outside in the fresh air, with the sun shining down on them. After lunch, they played games and told stories while lying on the blanket. Emma felt happy and relaxed, enjoying the simple pleasure of spending time with her family in their little backyard picnic. The golden fish. While visiting the lake with her parents, Lily saw a golden fish swimming near the shore. The fish's scales sparkled in the sunlight, and Lily thought it looked magical. She watched it for a long time, fascinated by its beauty. Her dad told her that seeing a golden fish was rare and special. Lily made a wish as she watched the fish swim away, hoping to see it again on their next visit to the lake. The busy day. Tom had a busy day ahead. First, he had soccer practice in the morning. After running around the field and kicking goals, he felt tired but happy. Then, he had a school project to work on, so he spent the afternoon researching and drawing pictures. In the evening, Tom had piano lessons, where he practiced a new song. By the time he went to bed, Tom felt exhausted but proud of everything he had accomplished in one day. The shiny penny. While walking home from school, Ben saw something shiny on the ground. He bent down and picked up a penny that gleamed in the sunlight. It looked brand new, with no scratches or dirt. Ben was excited to find such a shiny penny and decided to keep it in his pocket for good luck. He believed the penny would bring him good fortune and always remembered the day he found his lucky penny. The lost puppy. One afternoon, while playing in the park, Sophie found a little puppy wandering alone. The puppy looked scared and lost, so Sophie gently picked it up and looked around for its owner. She asked people nearby if they recognized the puppy, but no one did. Sophie decided to take the puppy home and made a poster to help find its owner. The next day, a neighbor saw the poster and recognized the puppy. The owner was so happy to be reunited with their pet, and Sophie felt proud of helping. The school playground. During recess, Emma and her friends loved playing on the school playground. They took turns on the swings, raced down the slide, and played tag around the jungle gym. The playground was their favorite part of the school day, where they could run around and have fun. One day, Emma helped a younger student who was scared to go down the slide. After some encouragement, the student slid down with a big smile. Emma felt happy to have made a new friend on the playground. The little garden. In the spring, Lily's mom gave her a small patch of the garden to plant her own flowers. Lily chose colorful flowers like daisies and marigolds. She carefully planted the seeds, watered them every day, and watched them grow. Over time, the little garden bloomed with bright, cheerful flowers. Lily was proud of her hard work and loved showing her garden to her friends and family. She learned that with care and patience, she could grow something beautiful. The new jacket. One chilly morning, Ben's mom surprised him with a new jacket. It was warm, with a soft lining and a hood that covered his ears. Ben loved the jacket because it was his favorite color, green. He wore it to school, feeling cozy and snug even in the cold weather. His friends admired his jacket, and Ben was glad he had something so nice to keep him warm during the winter months. The morning walk. Every weekend, Mia and her dad took a walk through the neighborhood in the early morning. The streets were quiet, and the air was fresh. They enjoyed looking at the different houses, gardens, and sometimes even saw birds or squirrels. During their walks, Mia and her dad talked about everything: school, friends, and fun plans for the day. Mia loved these morning walks because it was a special time to connect with her dad and start the day on a happy note. The toy store adventure. One rainy afternoon, Lily's mom took her to the toy store. The store was filled with all kinds of toys, from dolls to cars to board games. Lily wandered through the aisles, amazed by everything she saw. After much thought, she chose a puzzle with colorful pieces and a doll she had wanted for a long time. As they left the store, the rain had stopped, and Lily couldn't wait to get home to play with her new toys. It was the perfect end to a rainy day. The winter coat. When the first snow of winter fell, Ben's mom bought him a new winter coat. It was thick, with a hood lined in soft fur and pockets to keep his hands warm. Ben loved the coat because it was bright red and very cozy. He wore it every day, feeling warm and comfortable as he played in the snow, built snowmen, and had snowball fights with his friends. The coat became his favorite piece of clothing that winter, and he looked forward to wearing it every day. The parade day. The annual town parade was coming up, and Emma was excited to see it. She and her family arrived early to find a good spot along the parade route. As the parade started, Emma watched in awe as floats, marching bands, and performers passed by. Her favorite part was when a group of clowns came by, tossing candy to the crowd. Emma caught several pieces and shared them with her brother. The parade was full of music, laughter, and fun, making it a day Emma would always remember. The backyard camp. One summer night, Mia's family decided to camp out in their backyard. They set up a tent, rolled out sleeping bags, and brought out flashlights. As it got dark, they made s'mores over a small fire pit and told stories under the stars. Mia loved the adventure of sleeping outside, listening to the sounds of the night. The backyard campout felt just like a real camping trip, and Mia was excited to do it again soon. The Happy Snowman. After a heavy snowfall, Jack and his sister Sarah decided to build a snowman. They worked together, rolling large snowballs to create the body and head. Jack found a carrot for the nose, and Sarah added stones for the eyes and mouth. They even gave the snowman a hat and scarf to keep him warm. When they finished, the snowman looked happy and friendly. Jack and Sarah were proud of their creation and took pictures with the snowman before heading inside to warm up. The zoo trip. Lily's class went on a field trip to the zoo, and she was excited to see all the animals. They started with the lions, who roared loudly, and then moved on to the monkeys, who swung from the trees. Lily's favorite animals were the elephants, with their big ears and long trunks. She even got to feed a giraffe, which bent its long neck to eat the leaves from her hand. The zoo trip was full of amazing sights and sounds, and Lily couldn't wait to tell her parents all about it. The toy boat. One summer afternoon, Ben and his dad built a toy boat together. They carefully crafted it out of wood, painted it blue, and attached a small sail. Ben was eager to see if it would float, so they took it to a nearby pond. Ben placed the boat on the water, and to his delight, it sailed smoothly across the pond. He watched as the boat drifted, imagining it was on a grand voyage. Ben was proud of the boat he and his dad had made and looked forward to many more adventures with it. The birthday cake. For her birthday, Emma's mom baked her a special cake. It was a chocolate cake with layers of cream and covered in bright pink frosting. Emma helped decorate it with sprinkles and candles. When her friends arrived for the party, everyone admired the cake. They sang happy birthday to Emma, and she made a wish before blowing out the candles. The cake was delicious, and everyone had a great time celebrating Emma's birthday. It was a day filled with laughter, fun, and, of course, lots of cake. The leaf pile. In the fall, Ben's family raked the leaves in their yard into a big pile. Ben and his sister, Lily, couldn't resist jumping into it. They ran and leaped into the pile, laughing as the leaves scattered everywhere. They buried each other in the leaves, pretending to be explorers lost in the forest. After a while, they helped their parents gather the leaves back into a pile and bag them up. The leaf pile became a fun tradition they looked forward to every autumn. The Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve, Mia was filled with excitement. Her family decorated the Christmas tree with lights, ornaments, and a star on top. They sang carols and drank hot cocoa by the fireplace. Before bed, Mia hung her stocking by the fireplace and left out cookies and milk for Santa. She could hardly sleep, imagining all the gifts and surprises that would come the next morning. When she finally drifted off, Mia dreamed of reindeer, snow, and the magic of Christmas. The snow day. One winter morning, Jake woke up to see that snow had fallen overnight, covering everything in a thick, white blanket. School was canceled, so he and his sister, Emma, spent the day playing outside. They built a snowman, had a snowball fight, and made snow angels in the yard. After hours of fun, they went inside to warm up with hot chocolate. As they sat by the fireplace, Jake felt happy and cozy, knowing that snow days were special moments filled with joy. The winter boots. When the first snow of the season arrived, Mia's mom gave her a new pair of winter boots. They were soft and lined with warm fur, perfect for keeping her feet cozy in the snow. Mia loved the boots because they were her favorite color, purple. She wore them everywhere, stomping through the snow and splashing in puddles. The boots kept her feet warm and dry, and Mia felt happy knowing she could play outside all day without getting cold. The backyard swing. In the spring, Lily's dad built a swing in their backyard. He tied a strong rope to a big tree and attached a wooden seat. Lily was excited to try it out. She climbed onto the swing and felt the breeze as her dad pushed her higher and higher. The swing became her favorite place to play, where she could feel like she was flying. She spent hours swinging back and forth, enjoying the peacefulness of the backyard. The Treehouse Club. One summer, Ben and his friends decided to form a club and their meeting place was the treehouse in Ben's backyard. They decorated the treehouse with posters, pillows, and a secret club flag. Every afternoon, they gathered there to plan adventures, play games, and share snacks. The treehouse became their special hideout, where they could be themselves and have fun together. Ben loved being part of the treehouse club and looked forward to their meetings every day.